My story.
Hi everyone, my name's Joel. I go to Bright City Church and this is my story. I guess like everyone, my story has a lot to it, but looking back I would say, I guess I always had a belief in God, but I wasn't a Christian. I wasn't someone that went to church or read the Bible. God for me was more like someone I would just go to with my thoughts if I ever thought I needed him. If life was going well, I didn't really pay him too much attention. I didn't really see the need for him, if I'm being honest. When I was 13, my parents split up, and unfortunately it wasn't very amicable, so it created a lot of drama within the household, and it resulted in me just becoming very angry inside. I guess particularly towards my dad, I didn't really have much respect, and my main aim in life from that point just became about being a man, working it out for myself, making sure that I could look back and say that I did it without anyone's help, without his help. And I sort of just carried that with me throughout life. When I was 19, I left Essex to go to uni, and I guess I kind of thought that was my chance to become this person that I wanted to be, have a fresh break from the household situation. And even being surrounded with all these things that I was always told and believed that would make me happy, it was actually just starting to confirm to me that it was really unsatisfying. Despite what I would show to people, deep down I was actually very insecure. I was really unsure of myself. I didn't really know who I was and who I wanted to be. And I was actually becoming just very depressed. I had a good friend at the time who had just become a Christian, and he started to share things to me about his faith, and I would have thought I was a Christian like him at the time. But when we would speak and he would say things particularly about Jesus, I remember just thinking, okay, this, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'd heard of Jesus obviously, but to me, I didn't really understand what his relevance was in Christianity. I thought Christianity was about following the 10 Commandments, being a good person, and I always figured I'm a pretty good person compared to people I know, so I guess I don't have anything to worry about. But he just encouraged me to read more of the Bible and look into the faith more. So I started doing it. I can't say I changed and went into it initially in a deep way, but a lot of stuff was happening. I had random encounters with Christians at uni, and on top of that, I was just becoming more and more depressed inside. And I remember it just got to a point where one day I wouldn't have said it was a prayer, but I was just thinking to myself, God, if you're there, I think I need to go to church. I don't know why, but I don't know how you really do this. Do I just find a building, walk in? How does it really work? And I kid you not, I think it was within about a week, I had a Facebook message from a Christian guy I'd met a year ago. I hadn't really spoke since then. And he just said, Joe, random thing, but you just came to my mind. Myself and a few guys from the Christian Union, we're meeting up for a meal, and we just wondered if you wanted to come. And it really freaked me out, I can't lie. But I kind of knew, do you know what, God, that can't be coincidence that I've thought this and this opportunity's come. So I went to the meal, and long story short, they introduced me to a church. I started to attend the church, and that really started my journey into faith and giving my life to Christ. It wasn't always a smooth journey, even to this day. There's struggles in life sometimes, there's things that come up, but what I would say is that having a relationship with God now like I do, it's changed everything. You know, even probably friends, people that I know from the past, they would probably even think I'm quite strange now, and they wouldn't quite understand what's happened. Especially at the time, I didn't even understand what was happening to me. All I knew is that things I used to want to do, I didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't desire things I used to desire. And it wasn't through me forcing myself to change, it just, these desires sort of left me. And now I'm at a great place in life. You know, God's kind of shown me who I am. I have, you know, a great life. I'm happily married now, which is something that years ago I never would have thought I would even desire to have that in my life. And it's just great knowing that I have God with me and this relationship with someone that even in life's low moments, in life's high moments, whatever it is, I have a father who will be there for me. God has given me the greatest gift, which is the gift of forgiveness. So even with my own father now, we've had those talks. I've forgiven him. I've realized that there's probably a lot as a son I didn't do well, and we have a great relationship ourselves now, me and my own dad. So, it's amazing. I would just encourage any of you, particularly those of you that have maybe thought about Christianity, or you think you know what it is but you've never looked into it yourself. Don't go off what you think you know. Pick up a Bible, find some way. If you really can't find any access, do what I did. Just say, God, I don't know what to do, but just help me. And trust me, you won't regret it. So God bless. I hope this encourages someone, and all the best.